Hello and welcome to Dust Food and Barbecue. Today we went to a market and they had all kinds of stuff, especially tomatillos and poblanos. So I got some. Well, since I visited CJ, I've been wanting to make Chile Verde. Today I can because I found tomatillos. So what I've got is I've got some tomatillos, about a pound and a half. I've got 2 jalapenos, 1 poblano pepper, 1 green pepper, some green onion, a yellow onion, some cilantro, a lime, and a couple of garlic cloves. I will make this with some leftover pulled pork that we have, so I think that's going to be good. I'm not going to make this hot dish, so I will remove seed stems and everything, the white from these, just to keep it mild. But first off, the recipe I'm following calls for dehusking, washing, halving these and putting them in a broiling pan and broiling them in the oven. So I'm going to start out doing that. So this is what we have. Into the oven they go. Okay, time to deseed the peppers. I'm going to cut the stems off. Have them. Remove the core. And these are going under the broiler as soon as the tomatillos are done. While waiting for the tomatillos and the chilies, this is what I've done. I chopped up the green onions, chopped up cilantro, chopped up the white onions, and I got these out of the oven. They're going into a blender in a bit. I'll be right back. There we go. So what I did forget to tell you is that I also roasted 5 garlic cloves. I did that with the chilies and I just peeled them. So I'm going to throw them with the tomatillos here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is de-skin these. They've been lying in a plastic bag for 5 minutes just to loosen the skin off a little bit. I'm going to de-skin these, so just peel the skin off. It's supposedly lying in a plastic bag makes it easier, and it is actually easy enough. Ribbons, I'm just going to blend this in a minute anyway, so it doesn't really matter if the pieces are large. Okay, so into the blender we're going to put the tomatillos and the liquid that came off it, the chilies and the paprikas, the garlic. We're also going to add the green onions to this. The white onions we're going to fry in the pan when we cook this. A cup of cilantro leaves. Then I've got 2 cups of chicken broth that I mixed up. So let's go. So this is actually starting to look good. Here we go, we're going to run it. As you can see, it's kind of chunky. It's got a little bit of tomatillo seeds in there, but of course that's to be expected. Okay, I'm going to bring this to the stove and then I'll add more chicken stock once it's time to boil this. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little bit of garlic oil. It's about half a tablespoon. And in this, we will be frying up 8 slices of thick cut bacon that I cut into small pieces. And once the fat started to render out of that, we're going to add a little bit of, or we're going to add in the white onions and blanch them. So I'll bring you back in a bit. I think the onions are starting to look nice. I'm also going to add to this the juice of 1 lime. Then I'm going to add the Chile Verde sauce. So to this, I'm going to add the rest. So I'm up to 2 cups of chicken broth. I might add a little bit more later. And then we're going to add the pulled pork. And this is what pulled pork looks like here after the fact. So it's been frozen, it's been partly thawed. It's going to thaw out there. I'm going to put that in there, put a lid on, and let this boil for about 20 minutes, simmer for 20 minutes, and then we'll see, go for the next. Okay, I completely forgot. Into this, I'm also putting 1 pound of potatoes. These are, we call them firm potatoes. They don't go all mushy when you boil them, or not as much. So I'm just going to put them in there. And now, of course, you can see that we need more chicken broth. So I've got another cup and a half, and I'll add it all. There we go. The potato will deliver a little bit of starch to this, so I think it's going to be fine. Anyway, I'm going to let this boil for a couple of hours. See you. So it's been about an hour and a half. I'm going to give this a check. This smells, well, let's say it smells very nice. I'm going to try one of the potatoes. If the potatoes are done, this is done. Of course the pulled pork was done. Yeah. This type of potato is not going to fall off, but it's fork tender. I'm going to consider that to be done. Time to serve it. Just going to add a little bit of this to the bowl. And then we're going to top this with a little bit of cilantro. Time for a picture, then I'll try it. There we go, some Chile Verde and pulled pork. So let's try it. You can smell the cilantro and the bacon and the spices. It's got a light, nice flavor. Quite hearty, which is good because it's snowed a little bit here. It's really good. Thank you for watching. Bye.